Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing good today. This video finds you in a good mood. Today we're going to be talking about We Are Dead. This is my second video of this series, mainly because I forgot what I'm talking about today. I forgot to mention in my previous video. The previous video was more about those who are in charge and the authority they have, whether the people, whether it's the teachers in control of the students, or the government in control of the citizens. And I kind of talk about how do these people really have the best interests of those they're over, and what should be their limit of power. If you're interested in that one, and I'll talk about other stuff in the other video as well. It'll be right under this video if you subscribe to my channel. With this one, we're going to be talking about how We Are All Dead has a very pro-life messaging to it. And there's a couple of reasons I point this out that kind of struck me when I was watching this. So if you don't want any spoilers, again, I would stop right here. Well, the first example of this being a pro-life show is there's a high school student who's pregnant, and this is at the beginning of the pandemic, I guess, of people getting ready to turn into zombies. And we see her trying to find someone to help her out with her labor. She goes to the nurse's office, and then because the first case of this is happening at that time, they kind of ignore it because they don't know what's going on. Anyways, not to go into too much detail, she ends up giving birth to her child by herself. And originally, she kind of wraps it up and she leaves it in a woman's bathroom, kind of like abandoning it, so maybe the next person will take care of her child. But once she sees that what is going on in the world outside of her, because she's not aware of it yet, she goes back and she takes her baby that she just gave birth to, and she protects it. And while protecting it, she does get bit by one of the zombies. And seeing that she will soon turn into a zombie, she makes sure she puts her child in a pretty much safe location. And then she ties herself up to a door so that when she turns into a zombie, she will not eat her own child or kill it. So it's a very example of how, giving birth is very important to her, the new life, and that she would rather sacrifice herself than harming her own child that she gave birth to. So this is, to me, it's a very great example of the importance of life and how this is a pro-life show. The other examples of this is pro-life, as we see throughout the show, the sacrifices that parents will make for their children. Even though they're in high school, we see many of them trying to get to the high school to save their kids. We see them making sure that there's examples of them sacrificing themselves so that their children will survive. It's so this is like a very pro-life. To me, this is a very example of pro-life messaging that is sharing that it's more important to give to save the younger generation, your children, and that their lives are more important than your life when you give birth or when you're raising your kids. As a parent, I very much see this in my own life, that my kids' lives are more important than mine, that I sacrifice things that I want and need for their benefit. And you see this throughout this series, and I think it's personally, I think it's very great. I do have more of a pro-life outlook on things. I do think there are certain occasions that should be very rare for abortion, but I think it should be very, very limited myself. And this show kind of exemplifies why that is. And its messaging about pro-life. That's why I say this series is very pro-life. It somewhat is against, in my last video, somewhat questions authority. How much authority should the government have over our lives? And even when it comes to the teachers, it has a messaging of how much does the teachers really care about their students, or are they more for it in themselves? These are messages that's in this series, and it has a lot of other great stuff into it. Like I said, I love the series. It never has a boring moment. All the episodes are great. There's no wasted episodes, really. So I'm interested in seeing what your comments. If you've seen this, do you agree? Do you think that this is a pro-life show, or am I reading too much into it? I hope you liked this video, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.